Alright, so as inspectors, we talk a lot about lipstick on a pig. I kind of wanted to show you guys what I'm talking about. This house in 1979. Definitely got some vegetation issues here. Single pane windows, heat loss. They didn't update the windows. I know it's a big expense, but on a house with single pane windows in Arizona, it's a big benefit to have a double pane. Helps stops that heat coming in. I can just feel the heat coming in. Block walls will help stop some of the heat transfer coming in, but not all of it. Front door opens and closes fine. They didn't put a door with a deadbolt in it on the main door. This is the front entry door. There's a deadbolt on the metal screen door, but nothing on this steel door. It's just the knob lock. Into the dining room, kitchen. We've got no power at this nice fancy new light switch or light fixture. We don't have any power at that light fixture. We don't have any power at that light fixture. We've got an open ground on that electrical outlet behind the fridge. A lot of these cabinets or countertops are just not even. Not very well installed. That has got such a huge gap. What's going to happen to all the water if you wipe off your countertops? Where's it going to go? It's going to go right there. Sealed in pretty good at the sink, but they've got no hot water at any of the valves. The hot water here, we'll take a look at it in a few minutes. It's not doing what it should. Garbage disposal, a little bit gunky in there. Probably just needs to be cleaned out. It's a newer model, nothing crazy, but we did have a leak down here. So all you have to do is touch this dishwasher drain hose and it comes right off. That needs a clamp around it, make sure that it doesn't fall apart. Your hot valve over there is shut off both for the dishwasher and for the sink, but I'm not turning any valves today. That's not my job, is to turn valves. We've got electrical switch back there without a cover on it. Flexible drain. Anytime I see a flexible drain, it tells me, hey, we did not have a plumber do this. That's all it tells me. And then this is gonna pick up. You can actually see a little bit through it. It's clean now, but it's gonna build up with gunk. It's gonna build up with debris, and then it's gonna stink. Just put a solid pipe up there. It's so cheap. Lazy Susan. Really needs to be finished. It needs something to hold this shelf up high. There's nothing holding it. Either they took the pin out or never had a pin. Sorry about that. Oven's working good, both inside and on the stovetop. This is telling me that it's new. Nobody's used it yet. I fired it up, no problems. And there's no power at the vent to it either, no electricity. But it does vent to the outside. Moving on to the laundry room. We've got no power up top and we've got no ventilation. This is an enclosed room with no window, no vent. You're gonna have high humidity in here. And this is a exterior door going out to the carport. Bad weather stripping. So I guess they decided to paint over your doorbell. You're probably gonna need a new one of them. Strike plates seen better days. If you replace this panel right here, it would look a lot better, close a lot better, and you'd feel a lot more secure. It needs replacement anyway because you don't have any weather stripping, anything to keep any of the air out on this side. There's a little bit of a weather strip right there. It's old, it's been painted, so when it gets painted it gets hard and not flexible, so it doesn't seal quite right. So probably gonna need a new weather stripping. Door jamb is probably gonna need a little bit of work, but it's functional, it's working. Loose screws, things falling apart. Look at all that daylight coming through. That's all cold air that's just money going outside. Laundry, get rid of that, especially since it goes through the wall. That's a bad. You need a solid pipe to connect this to that sticks in right here. So you need a solid pipe going through the wall, and then you can put on your little slinky. Now we're missing a valve for the hot water at the laundry. Cold water is an old style. I would recommend just replacing them both. We do have power over on that dryer today. Now into the added extra room. Now this is the flat roof. This is just like a meeting area. It's like a big living room type area. Buffet over here in the corner with water. But my attention went up to the ceiling, as on the roof video we talked about proper ventilation and rolled roofing on a living space. This is a problem. We're missing a bunch of lights, but we're missing more than that. We're missing structure. We're missing a flat ceiling. The ceiling is bowed down right here. Who knows if it's from moisture or somebody pushing on it from the ceiling, but there has been excessive moisture up in the attic, so I can only imagine that's what it's coming from. Some previous repairs on the drywall on the sides. Not a major issue, but without proper ventilation, you're gonna get really bad ceilings. You're gonna get tape lines that show because the sheetrock starts moving and then the tape line bows out. Even the walls over here got plenty of repairs on them. Texture just isn't matching up right. So on the buffet, again, we do have hot water. Interesting. Why is that working now? Anyway. That's a really bad drain install. You've got corrugated pipe. I know it's approved for a location, but you've got corrugated pipe that is on a flat, and this actually travels uphill. So it needs a plumber to look at it. You can see the copper lines feeding the rest of the house. So we've got some PEX up in the attic, but most of our lines in the wall are copper. Hey, they're not galvanized. That's a good thing. Going on into the back of the house. Again, the AC is not working today. Stuck on 95. Set it at 70, but nothing's happening. The air filter register, they took the clips out and they put some screws, probably missing the clips, but they just put Phillips head screws in there. Look how filthy that is. There's no way I'm taking that cover off. Right there, it just automatically, you need it cleaned. You need the whole system cleaned because all that dirt is in the AC. So I thought this was a little bit interesting. This bathroom back here got really corroded angle stops. You got a lot of rust around them. You should probably consider updating these sooner than later. There's a hole in the wall too that should be patched in, but those rusted connections can wear out over time. And it'll start leaking, and before you know it, you'll have problems that you can't fix. Like just going to Ace Hardware. The problem I have with this shower pan is look how much raised up it is. I never saw a drain that was so high up, but I want to see how it drains with water flowing. It's just kind of a crappy install job. Just look at all the caulking gaps that they left all around the base of this shower. Put caulking in gaps to keep water inside of a vessel for a reason, so there isn't water damage. So we've got to update that. This has been re-laminated with like a stick-on material, as long as it's rated for this. I can't tell what the substrate is, what's behind it, but I can tell that it's a hard material. It doesn't feel like a wood material. It's probably the old Marlite panels with just a new stick-on.